The Loose Women panel erupted into chaos as the presenters argued about whether or not it was ever okay for adults to throw tantrums. While fiery Janet confessed to losing her temper in the past, Coleen Nolan argued it was unacceptable for a grown man or woman to shout and scream at someone else. As Coleen laughed at her Loose Women colleague, she received a jokey whack while the debate heated up during the ITV daytime show. The discussion came as Hollywood actor Hugh Grant admitted to having thrown a strop at a local woman on the set of his new film. He admitted he'd thought she had been an executive who should have known better and that there was lots of groveling afterwards. Shaking her head, Coleen stated, "I do not agree with anybody, especially an adult. It's hard enough to accept it from a 2-year-old, but you kind of get your head around that one. But I don't think anybody has a right to scream and shout at another human being. And what upsets me about that is Hess saying, 'Oh, I picked the wrong person, so why is the executive any different?' I just think he needs to get off his high horse, to be honest with you." Janet grinned, "Well, I love Hugh Grant, I won't hear a word against him." "Well, of course you do," Coleen yelled at her famously outspoken co-star. "I think, on the plus side, he did own up and say it happened, and as someone who has got a bad temper and has been accused of having a bit of a stop in the past, I don't want to be too judgmental," the journalist explained. She continued, "But it happened to me once. A bloke that I was working with who was in a senior position to me called me into his office and had a screaming fit with me that I didn't see coming, grounded a pen into a pad, and then suddenly his face changed and he went, 'You can leave now.' And I went outside that door and even tough as nails, old boot Janet Street Porter was quaking." "Did that not then make you realize how awful it is to do that to somebody?" Coleen pointed out. "Yes, but my tantrums are not that bad, and I don't believe," Janet began to argue before Brenda Edwards cut in. "No, I'm sorry, I'm not having that, she remarked. As she began to voice her argument, Coleen could be seen laughing, and Janet responded by giving her a telling off by lightly hitting her with some papers. "Will you stop?" she asked as she leaned over to hit her colleague with the documents, to which Coleen responded, "Sorry Brenda, go on." "A tantrum is an uncontrolled outburst, and if you've had more than one, it's controlled and you know exactly what you're doing," Brenda stated. She went on to argue tantrums could be a red flag towards more concerning behaviors in adults. Meanwhile, Ruth Langsford explained she might be able to forgive someone for a one-off outburst with an apology, but not if it became a frequent occurrence. Loose Women airs weekdays at 12:30 p.m. on ITV.
Now